In this video, we will learn how to measure the speed and performance of our website using three different tools. We will see what are the most important steps we need to consider while optimizing a website for speed. We will learn in detail how to optimize a website having large number of images. And finally, we will see the optimal settings for one of the most popular plugins to get the best results on GT metrics. Also, there is a bonus tip in the video. By using it, we will optimize this website having 5.1 megabyte size and more than 1100 images. So let us start. Hey guys, this is Prakash from theskillwheel.com, and here we learn easy step-by-step WordPress web designing without coding. So in this video, we are looking at how to optimize our website for speed using two steps. So before we get onto the actual speed optimization for our website, we first need to understand how to check the speed and performance of our website. So for this, we can use three different websites, and the first website is the GT metrics. So I will leave the link in the description. If you want to test any website, you can just key in the URL here and say test your site, and it will analyze your website using different parameters. This website is an excellent tool if you want to learn in detail how to plan about a website to have optimized speed on different devices. The report gives details about what exactly are the issues on your website, and also it will suggest you different ways to fix those issues. Apart from giving these insights, it also suggests you a lot of things in their blogs. So if you check out their blogs, you will have a lot of information about website speed optimization and the answers to a lot of things like should we combine the CSS and JavaScript files on the website and things like that. So this is an important tool, and we must check out the report for our website on GT metrics before we start optimizing it. The only drawback about GT metrics is that it gives the report only for the desktop. So for this, we need to check the second tool. The name is Page Speed Insights. And as you see, this is a developer's tool given by Google. So since Google is emphasizing on the page speed, this tool is developed specifically to check the page speed. This tool is developed specifically to measure. This tool is developed They have developed this tool specifically for the developers to check the page speed on different devices. So let us check the speed of the same website here and hit analyze. So as you see, it will create a report for the mobile and the desktop device. It gives you details like the first content paint, speed index, and the largest content paint full, which indicates how the website is performing on a particular device. So if we check the details about this report, it also mentions the opportunities where we need to improve, and with the improvement, how much the estimated saving will be there for the loading time. So if you wish to check the performance of your website on the mobile and the desktop device, you can make use of the Page Speed Insights tool. Apart from the GT metrics and the Page Speed Insights, we must know another tool, that is tools.pingdom.com. And this tool is developed specifically to measure the performance of our website at different server locations. So if we test a website here, we can select different locations for our server and find out how our website is performing at that location for the server. So I will just test our website. The report on pingdom.com is very useful in optimizing our website speed because it gives the exact page size, also the HTTP request sent to the servers, the load time, and the performance grade. It also gives you the insights about what exactly need to be improved and also the response code indicating if there are any 301 or 302 errors on our website. The most important part of this report is about the content analysis, and it gives you detailed analysis about the content and the request sent to the server. So here it exactly mentions the content type and the size of the content on our website. It also gives you the details about the request by the content type, like the scripts, CSS, images, fonts, and other things. If there are any external requests by our domain, it also mentions the same here. This will be particularly important when we set up the WP Rocket plugin. Here you will see that we need to copy these addresses and paste it so that we can reduce the request by our domain. So let us get on to our test website and find out how we can optimize the speed and performance of our website using two simple steps. So this is the website that we will be optimizing in today's video. And as you see, the website has a lot of images. And if we check the number of images on this website, you will see it has more than 1,100 images. So let us run the GT matrix report. And also I will run the page speed insights here and check out the analysis for the website speed. So we have the report for GT metrics. And if we check this report, the website is performing very poorly. So it is taking almost 4.7 seconds to fully load on the device. Here they have mentioned the top issues. And the thing that we will be looking at is the images part here. And later on, we will also see how we can take care of the other issues like the JavaScript and the CSS and things like the font, which affects the speed of the website. So the major part of this website is the images, and it is 1.74 MBs, which is causing the delay in loading the website. So let us check out the report from the page speed insights. And for the mobile devices, the performance is 36 and it is taking 8.2 seconds to see the first content and 25 seconds to make the website interactive on mobile. The speed index is 13.2. So we will also see how we can eliminate the render blocking resources. And on the desktop, it is also indicating that the images are not properly sized, and it is suggesting that we should serve the images in the next gen format. Few things like the CSS and other things also we'll be looking at. So this is the report for our website, and we will compare this report after we do the optimization steps on our website. So the first thing that we will be doing is we will use a plugin, and for that let us hover over to the plugins and say add new. So before doing these steps, I advise you to take a backup for your website, as it is important to have a backup before you use or upload any new plugin or theme on your website. So here we need to search for the plugin, and the name is Imagify. And in today's tutorial, we'll be using the pro version of the Imagify plugin. So I will install this plugin, and we will also see the details about this plugin. So let this plugin get installed, and I will open the Imagify website. So this is one of the popular plugins by WP Media. And these are the same developers who have developed the WP Rocket plugin, which is one of the popular plugins for optimizing your website speed. The plugin has a lot of good features, and the important thing we need to look at is the amount of optimization. And here, if you see, you can optimize for free 20 MB of images per month. You can use the free version for this plugin also if the number of images are minimum on your website. So let us now check out if we have installed the plugin. Now activate the plugin. If you would like to use the free plan, which gives you 20 MB of images per month, you can just sign up here, and it will send you a API on the same email address. So you can just copy that API and paste it here so that you can activate the plugin for the optimization. So because I have already purchased a premium plan for Imagify, I'm using the API directly on the second step. So I will just paste the API here and connect with the account. So I will just click OK, and let us get into the settings for this plugin. So the plugin has a very simple settings, even for the free plan or the pro plans. So here on the first step, we need to select the optimization level for the images, and we have three levels: the normal, aggressive, and ultra levels. So if we check these levels in the more info, the first thing, that is the normal compression, the mode provides lossless optimization. Your images will be optimized without any visible changes. If you want the perfect quality for your images, we recommend you that mode. The file size reduction will be less compared to aggressive mode. So the aggressive mode, it says this mode provides perfect optimization of your images without any significant quality loss. This will provide a drastic saving on the initial weight with a small reduction in image quality. Most of the times it's not even noticeable. If you want the maximum weight reduction, we recommend using this mode. So we'll be using the aggressive mode here, but let us find out what the ultra mode is. This mode will apply all available optimization for maximum image compression. This will provide a huge saving on the initial weight. Sometimes the image quality could be degraded a little. So this is what we want to avoid, because my website need the image quality to be maintained even if we compress the images. As we discussed, we'll be going with the aggressive mode here, and it is already selected by default for this plugin. Next thing we need to look at is the three options below with a tick box, and the first option is auto optimize images on upload. So this is a fantastic feature, and whatever new images will be uploading on the website, the images will get auto optimized even if we do not come to this dashboard and click on any buttons here. The next thing is backup original images, and if we select this option, it will create a backup on our server for the original images. The next thing that we may not use is keep all EXIF data from your images. So if you have a website related to photography and you want to know more about the images on your website, like the shutter speed when the image was taken, blah, blah, blah things. So you can tick this box, but I don't need it on my website. And move further on the next section. So the next section is about the optimization, and it is serving the WebP format of the images. So there is a tick box for create a WebP version of the image and display WebP image format on the website. So I have a dedicated video for the WebP images and how it is going to change the use of images on our website. So WebP is considered to be the fastest loading image format which should be used on your website. If you are using any cache plugin, you need to give the respective URL here. And now the last thing is the resize large images. There is a tick box saying resize large images to maximum 2560 pixel widths. This option is recommended to reduce large images. You can save up to 80% after resizing. So this option we need to tick. And below you will see the file optimization. You can choose to optimize different image sizes created by WordPress here. So if any of these are not relevant, you can untick the boxes. So the last thing is the display options, and here you can tick the box if you want this awesome quick access menu on my toolbar. So there will be an option placed on the toolbar to have a quick access for the Imagify plugin. So let us save the changes, and we are done with the setup. So before we get on to the actual image optimization, I forgot to tell you about the try visual compression, which is another option to check out the information, how it is exactly going to work with this normal, aggressive, and ultra mode. So let us try the visual compression. And here you will see an image. And if you want to compare two things like the normal mode with the ultra mode, you can just move the cursor to the left and right, and you can make out the changes on the images. So if you select aggressive with the normal mode, you'll find that there is a slight change in the image quality. You can select the mode accordingly with the help of this test. So now let us get on to the actual optimization. And if we scroll down, you will see the save and go to bulk optimizer button. So let us click on this button. So here it says 19% of the images are auto optimized. And if we scroll down, it will take you to optimize your media files. So this is the media library folder, which is already ticked here, and it says 216 media files optimized, optimized file size 15.39, original file size. This is the mode that we have already selected in the settings. So next we just need to click on the Imagify them all, which will compress all the images in the media library folder. So I will click on this button. Here it cautions you that optimizing a large number of images can take a while depending on your server and network speed. You must keep this page open while the bulk optimization is processing. If you leave, you can come back to continue where it left off. It suggests you to keep this window open while the compression is happening. So let us start the optimization. And here it shows the process that is going on. So since it is going to take time, I will come back once the process is completed here. So here we have now optimized all the images on our website. So it now says that we have optimized all the 1121 media files, and we had the original file size of 2.07 gigabytes, which has now been optimized to 1.02 gigabytes. So almost 50% has been reduced. So now on this website, with the help of Imagify, any new image which will be uploaded will be automatically optimized. So with the help of this plugin, you can bulk optimize the images on your website. So let us now check out the speed test on GT metrics, and then we will check for the page speed insights. So here I am on the GT matrix, and we will run the report. So here it is, we have the results in front of us. And now the grade, as you can see, it has become B, which is a great improvement. And overall, if you see, the website has taken only 4 seconds compared to 4.7 seconds on the desktop. Now, if we scroll down and check for the results, you will see that the image component has come down to 1.23 megabytes from the original 1.74 megabytes. Also, if you check, the total page request for the image has gone down to 20.6 from the original 22.2. So let us also check the page speed insights for our website now. So here we have the results, and if you check, the first contentful paint has come down to 4.7 from the original 8.2 seconds. Time to be interactive has gone down to 15.8 seconds from the original 25.6 seconds. Also, the speed index, if you check, it has gone to 8.9 seconds from the 13.2 seconds. So if we check further, you will find the things given under the opportunities which will help us to further increase the speed of our website. And the major part indicates about the caching things and the CSS. So let us start with the second part of this video, and that is about WP Rocket plugin on our website. So here I have just downloaded the WP Rocket file, and I will install it on the plugin section. So I'll go to uploads and drag the file and say install. So now it is installing the WP Rocket on our website. So I like this plugin very much because just by installing and activating the plugin, you will see that there is a drastic change in the speed of your website. So the plugin actually need not much of the settings, and even if you just install the plugin, there is a change in the speed of your website. But we will see in details about the exact settings for this plugin. And now once you activate the plugin, you will see that there is a setting tab under the WP Rocket. So you can just click on the settings, and you can just close the unnecessary things. So I don't need this at the moment. So I'm closing these things. So here we are on the WP Rocket dashboard. So if you check the dashboard, it has a lot of things like the license type that you are using, the expiration date. You'll see the quick actions tab. And you will also see there is a lot of documentation in the form of videos that you can follow. And there are few frequently asked questions that you can go through. But with the setups, the first setting thing is about the caching. So to understand what exactly the cache is, let me copy this URL and open it into the next tab. So whenever the visitor does this on a browser, a HTTP request is sent to your server, and the server will try to find out the relevant files, and the PHP, HTML, JavaScript files will be reflected to show you this page. So this is how every time when the visitor visits your website, a HTTP request is sent to the server, and the server will fetch the information and show it on the browser. Even when the visitor clicks on any of the links on your website, another HTTP request is sent to the browser, and the browser will then find out the relevant information and will then show it on the browser to the visitor. So if we enable the cache here, what it will do is it will save a copy of this page in the form of a static page, and it will be immediately shown to the visitor on the URL request. So every time the request won't be sent to the server, and a few of the information will be saved on the visitor's browser itself. So this will cause two things. The first thing is it will reduce the number of HTTP requests sent to the server, and thus it will increase the time for loading our website. Secondly, it will reduce the load on our server, as many of the things will be served to the visitor from the cache on his browser directly. So let us check out how we can enable the cache on the WP Rocket plugin. So here you will see that there is only option for the mobile cache, because the desktop or the laptop cache is auto enabled. So for the mobile cache, it says enable caching for mobile device, and of course we need to tick this box. The second thing here is the separate cache file for mobile devices. This is useful if you're using different themes and plugins for the mobile version and different themes and plugins for the desktop version. So most of us do not do this, so we need not tick this box. The next section is about the user cache, and here it says enable caching for logged in WordPress users. So usually we do not tick this box, because if you are having an e-commerce store or an online learning website, it will cache that data, and if we are making any change to the products or the course, it will not reflect to the client or the customer. So this box should be used only if you have a static website. Next, we have the cache lifespan, and here we need to select the number of hours the cache has to be kept on the browser. So this can be changed to number of days also, and here by default it says 10 hours. So the cache will be clear every 10 hours, and a new cache for the page will be enabled after the 10 hour. So let us save the changes. So the next tab is about file optimization, and here we will be dealing with the CSS files and the JavaScript files. So the first thing is Minify CSS Files, and if we click on this, it will show you a notification that this could break the things on our website. So what we can do is we can just activate the Minify CSS, and without doing any further changes over here, we can save the changes, and now we can copy the URL and open it in a new incognito window. So this is just to check whether anything has broken on our website. So if I check the website now, it shows that the website is in perfect shape. And if something is broken on our website, it will show us wide spaces or the data is somewhat distracted. So nothing has changed, and we are good to go with the CSS minification on our website. So we can have this box ticked. Now the next thing here is about combine CSS files. So it will combine all the CSS files together. And here also we can tick the box because it is giving us this notification. We can activate this feature and go to save changes. And again, we can go to a private window, open our website, and check if anything has broken on our website. So I can see that our website is in perfect shape and there is no distracted or distorted data on our website. So let us close this window and get back to the settings. So to just understand what this minification of CSS can do, let us go to the page where we have opened our website and refresh the page. And here, if we now click Ctrl and U, it will open the source code for our website. So if you now check any of these links, you'll see that there is min.css. So this indicates that this is a minified version of the original file. So if we now click on this link, it will open the code in the next tab. So what you are seeing right now is the minified version of this file. So to check how this file was earlier before the minification, we can just remove the .min, and if we now reload the file, you'll see that the original file was like this. So you can make out that it's a huge file that was taking time to load on our website. So this is what is minification of the CSS. So let us now close these windows and go back to our settings. Further, if you want to exclude few CSS files from getting minified, you can enter the path here. The next thing is optimize CSS delivery, and we can take this box. The next part is about the JavaScript files, and it is similar to the CSS files, and we just need to tick this box and it will caution us about the website being broken because of this setting. So we just need to activate this setting, save the settings, and go to another private window and check whether your website is functioning properly. So I can see that everything is neat and tidy. So I will just close this window. And further, it says combine JavaScript files. It is again minification of the JavaScript. So I have ticked this box and now I will save the changes. Again, I will go to a private window and check whether it has affected any of the things on my website. So it hasn't broken anything. So I will close this window and get back to the settings here. Next, you will see the exclude JavaScript files, and you can enter the JavaScript files which you want to exclude from these settings. The next box is for load JavaScript deferred, and you can tick this box. Delay JavaScript execution. Let us tick this box also, and now save the changes. So let us again go to the new tab and refresh this page. Again, if we click Ctrl U here, it will take us to the source code of our website. So the JavaScript is actually at the bottom. And here again, you will see that the minified JavaScripts are here. So the first thing that you'll see that it has the min.js in the URL. So if we click this file now, it will show us the minified version for the JavaScript. Similarly, if we now open this, so I will copy this URL and open it in the next window. And I will just remove the MIN and open the file. So you'll see that this is the minified version for the JavaScript, and the actual file is a very long file compared to the JavaScript minified file. So you can make out that this is a very long file, and it is definitely going to take longer time as compared to the minified version for the JavaScript file. So now we have enabled the CSS and the JavaScript minification on our website. So let me explain you about the load JavaScript defer tab. So it will defer the loading of JavaScript unless the person reaches that part of the website. If the JavaScript are very heavy, it will help us in loading the page fast. So let us save the settings one more time, and I will close these additional tabs. So the next thing in the settings is about the media. So under the media section, you will see the first section as the lazy load section, and let us enable for images and enable for iframe or videos. So if you are using YouTube videos, you can also replace YouTube video with the iframe preview image. So you can take this box for it. So let us save these settings first. And let me explain what it will achieve. So by enabling the lazy load on the images, what it will do is when we refresh this page or load this page, the images will be loaded only when we reach to that particular section of the page. So this will decrease the load time drastically because all the images will not load simultaneously, which will affect the load time of our website. So if you have a high number of images on your website, you can enable the lazy load settings on the plugin. So now if you scroll down, you will see the image dimensions option. So if we take this box, the dimensions of the images will be adjusted as per the website design. So by enabling this option, we can prevent the shift in the layout for the images. We can also take the disable WordPress embeds. Further, you will see the WebP compatibility options, and you must have heard about the WebP images and how it is going to change the overall web experience. So since we are already using the Imagify to serve the WebP images, we need not enable this option here. So let us save the changes. So if we scroll down, the next option is about the preloader. So this is one of the important settings for the plugin, and with these settings, we can enable the preloading on our website. So let us take the active. So let us also take the activate sitemap based caching preloading, and here you need to enter the sitemap for your website. So if you do not know the sitemap link, you can just go to the website and here type in wp-sitemap.xml. And here is the sitemap link for your website. So these are the site links, and you just need to copy the sitemap link and paste it over here. Now you can just go and save the changes. So this is one of the major difference between WP Rocket and other caching plugin is about the preloading settings, which are only available with the WP Rocket plugin. So when we enable the preloading or the preloading for the sitemap, we ensure that every time the content on the page is preloaded, whether the customer or the visitor is visiting your website for the first time or for the second time. So every time when the person visits your website, the loading of the website will be faster. The next thing is about the preload links, and we need to ensure that this box is ticked. So let us now save these settings. And now to understand what the preloading is doing, let us open the website on a new page. So we'll remove the sitemap things. So here, if we right click the mouse and go to inspect element, you will see this small little window opening at the bottom or on the right side. So let us click on the network here and ensure that the all is selected here. So when we enable the preloading option on the WP Rocket plugin, what it does is it will preload anything when the visitor hovers over to any of the link on our website. So whenever I will hover over to any link, you will see that some entries will be created over here, which will reflect the data which is downloaded on our browser. So let me hover over to the contact us section, and you will immediately see this entry created for the contact page. And whenever such data is already downloaded on our browser, when we click the link actually, it will immediately load on the browser. So let me click on this link now, and you will see that instantly the page has loaded. So similarly, if I go to any of the link, like the compare link, you'll see that there is a file which is downloaded on our browser. And if the visitor now clicks on the compare link, it will be immediately served on the browser for the client. So this is how the preloading works when we enable the WP Rocket setting for the preloading. So let us close this tab. One important thing about the preload links is about the Prefetch DNS Request. To know more about the DNS request, let us go to the Pingdom website, and I will type in tools.pingdom.com, and here we need to analyze our website for the speed. So I will select any random test from area, and I will test our website here. So because it is not very clear on the page speed insights and also on the GT metrics, we are taking help of the Pingdom website. So here it has given us the report, and you'll see that it has mentioned the page size for our website is 5.1 MB, which is a very large website size. So if you scroll down, you'll see the details about the report, and under this you will see the request by domain. So if you see few links for the domain request, you can copy those links and paste it over here. So they have just given us an example, and for the link we just need to give 2/ and copy the link from here and paste it to this particular box. So if you have multiple such links, you can just enter here and again put / and put the link here. So this is how we can fetch the DNS request in advance before the page actually loads on the browser. So similarly, for the preload fonts, you can preload the fonts on the website, and if you want, you can read more from the need help link over here. So let us save the changes, and before that I will remove this /. So let us close this window, and in the further settings we can go to the advanced rules. So here you will see never cache URLs, and you can put the URLs which you do not wish to be cached. So here you will see that they have given us the example for the My Account pages set in the WooCommerce. So such links you can enter here, and those links will not be cached on our website. Similarly, you can go through the never cache cookies, and you can enter the cookies detail or the links over here and simply save the changes. So there is nothing much in the advanced tab, and let us go to the database. So the first section is about the post cleanup, and here you can clean up the revisions on the post. So if you have any revisions, like I have 1116 revisions, which is taking a space in the database. So I can just delete the revisions on my post. Further, you'll see the comments cleanup, and if you have any spam comments, you can just clean them from the database. Also, you can clean up the transients from the database and simply save the changes over here. So further, if you scroll down, you will see the options for the CDN, and I would highly recommend you to use the CDN networks, which will make your website ultra fast. So since for this tutorial, we are not using the CDN, so I won't show you here how to set up the CDN network, but you can definitely use the CDN network. And there is a free option also which you can use, which is the Cloudflare CDN network. So you can do the Cloudflare settings and enter the CNAME and save the settings here. So the next thing that we have in the settings is the Heartbeat section. And this is an interesting section by its name. So if we have built your website using a page builder like the Elementor page builder, you must have noticed that the page, when you edit it, is auto-saved every minute. So this activity will be reduced to every 2 minutes if we enable the control heartbeat option from this tick box. So you can enable this option and save the changes. So if you scroll down now, you will see the next settings is for the add-ons. So these are the add-ons we usually use on our website to extend some features like the Google tracking. If you are using the Google tracking, you can enable this option. Also the Facebook pixel and things like the Cloudflare. If you are using it on your website, you can just enable these options. So there is no saving option for this. So let us move on to the tools section. So the tools section is particularly important if you are having multiple websites and you want to do the same settings on each of the websites. You can simply export the settings and it will download a file for you. And on the second website where you want to implement these settings, you can simply go to the tools section like this and upload the file for the settings from here. So this will reduce a lot of efforts and time to set the things on multiple websites. Now comes the last part of the plugin settings, and it is about the tutorials that the plugin gives. So here are a number of tutorials that you can refer about the settings and what will be the outcome of each of the settings. Particularly, you can go through the documentation part, which will give you all the insights about the plugin and its setting. So let us move on to the important tip about this video, and it is about the image optimization. So whenever you are uploading any image, what people do is they just go to any of the websites like the Unsplash, and they will simply search for any image like this, and they will hit the download button to download this image. But if you notice, there are multiple sizes for the image, and each of these sizes will have different file size when you download this image. So ensure whenever you are downloading any image from such website, you should select the smallest image size so that the image will not occupy much space on the website. So if you now download this image, If we now open this image and go to the info about the image, you will see that the dimension is 640 by 960, but the image size that you will see is only 77.1 KB. So if you want to further reduce this image size, you can make use of another website, that is the squish.app. And here you just need to drag and drop the image that we have just downloaded. So this is a very handy tool, and with the help of this tool, you can reduce the image size very easily. So here you will see the quality tab, and with the help of this drag button, you can adjust the quality for this image. So even if I reduce the quality just by 7%, you will see that the image quality hasn't gone down. So let me enlarge this image. And if you see on the left and the right side of this bar, there is not much of a difference in the image quality. And you can reduce the size for the image very easily. So now you can simply download this image and use it on your website. But if you have already uploaded many images on your website, you can make use of plugins like the Imagify plugin, or you can also make use of another plugin. The name is Small Pixels. So Small Pixel is another very useful plugin, and if you do not have the Imagify plugin, you can make use of the Small Pixel plugin. So now let us do the last thing in this video, and we will check the speed for our website. And we will go to GT metrics and test our website for the speed. So it has started screening our website. So here we have the results, and it is an excellent result as we are in grade 1. And also if you check the speed of our website, it has taken only 1.1 seconds to load our page. Also, if you check the performance, it is 100%, and we have achieved a great result just by using two plugins. The first one is the Imagify plugin, which is the image optimization plugin. And the second one is a cache plugin, which is the WP Rocket plugin. So hope this video was interesting and useful to you. And if you are new to this channel, I make interesting videos about WordPress and WordPress website designing without coding. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, do consider subscribing it and hit the bell icon so that you will get notifications for all my upcoming videos. So thank you so much and take care.